Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be your general energy reading for your Thursday, August 20th, 2020. Please keep in mind the time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So, just because this is a reading dated for the 20th of August, that does not mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you are guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that is the message for you at that moment. Also, keep in mind that that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Yes. I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope you're feeling well today. We did do happy hour last night, and that was a lot of fun. Yes. So, also, there's a tropical storm that's forming, and it's going to be moving towards Puerto Rico and moving towards the United States this coming weekend. So there is a possibility that I may not be able to do the weekly check-in chat this coming Sunday, just because I don't know what's going to happen with that storm. If it as of this morning, I watched a little video on it, a weather report on it, and right now it's tracking above Puerto Rico, but it's still fairly close. At least the cone, the set direction that they're projecting right now is fairly close. You know, it's not going over the island, but it's close. So we're probably going to get some wind and rain from it if it hits us. If it goes a little bit further south, then it's probably going to hit us, and so who knows what's going to happen. So there's that. Just keep that in mind. And my prayers go out to those of you that are in like Florida and the lower eastern, the southeast of the United States, because either way, it's most likely gonna hit you guys. It's either gonna track into the Gulf of Mexico or it's gonna go a little bit further. And actually, if it goes further north and doesn't interact with the Caribbean islands here, it's probably gonna get stronger. But it depends on where this certain high pressure system is, where that ends up being, because it depending on where that high pressure system is, the storm is going to go around it, meaning it's going to go under it. And so if that high pressure system is low enough, it's going to push the storm down. So we'll see what happens. If it does interact with the islands, it'll most likely lose some power, but like whatever. So there's that. Next bit for story time. I'm drinking coffee today because I got up this morning. I didn't get up early enough to make juice before I started morning coffee. I swear to y'all, I woke up at like 4 something and was like, oh, okay, and let me just like lay here for a minute and like start to get up. Next thing I know, I wake back up and it's 6 a.m. So like, oops. So anyway, so I'm drinking coffee today, but okay, this is really cool. So I ended up having to get a new coffee maker, right? Because I woke up one day a few days ago and my coffee machine was like covered in ants. Like they were all like in it and everything. And I was like, okay, this is gross. I'm just gonna throw this away and I'm gonna get a new one. But also because I wasn't really happy with that one. I wanted a new one anyway. It wasn't working that well and it was hard to get the coffee right with it. So I went to Home Depot like 2 days ago or something, and because I had to pick up some stuff, and I love going to Home Depot, man. But anyway, so I went to Home Depot and I got this new coffee maker. It's a really nice one. It's a Black & Decker. I think it was only like $20, but like it was a good one, better than the one that I had before, right? So yesterday I used it. I made some coffee with it, but I didn't have coffee filters, and I'm so used to having a coffee maker in which I don't need filters, because they had like the one back in Brooklyn. That one had a basket that you could put the coffee grounds in. And then the last one I had also had a little basket that you could put the coffee grounds in. So when I bought that first coffee maker, I bought filters with it, thinking that I needed the filters, but I ended up not needing them. So I gave them away to my neighbors because I didn't need them. So I made coffee yesterday with it, and I didn't realize that I needed a filter. Like I just straight up put the coffee in the basket and was like, whatever, let's do this, right? And the coffee got like the grinds got all in the coffee and like all in the pot, and it was just like, it was a big old mess. So like whatever, it was fine. It made the coffee was good anyway, so I didn't care. But then when I got up this morning, I realized, oh shit, I need filters. I don't have filters. And I didn't want to put the coffee, I didn't want to make it the same way I did yesterday, where I just put the grinds in the basket and then they ended up in the pot, right? So I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait a second. Coffee filters are just paper. What if I use a piece of paper towel and like put it in the basket and hack it that way? Sure enough, it worked out. So pro tip, if you're ever without coffee filters and you desperately need a cup of coffee, just get a piece of paper towel. I have and I have some pretty good ones. I bought a whole case of paper towel of like, what is it, like 24 rolls, or what's equal to like 24 rolls of paper towel, right? And it's the smaller sizes. It's almost like a Selecta size one. It's like comparable. It's like Home Depot's brand of like Bounty paper towels, and so they're pretty dense, like they're pretty thick compared to like a normal paper towel. And so I used one of those small strips, put it in the basket, put the coffee on top, boop, made a great pot of coffee, y'all. A great one. Okay, so anyway, that's our story time for the day. This morning I was called to use the Golden Universal Tarot, so that's what we're gonna go with today. Alrighty kids, so let's get into this. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for our Thursday, August 20th, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, kids, 5 shuffles. 1. And I realized today that I think I had the dates wrong yesterday for like almost everything. This is 2. I think I gave morning coffee the right date, but then like the personal reading that I did and then happy hour that I did, I dated it for the 18th. Oops. Oh well. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Alrighty. Let's see what we've got for today, kids. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I do feel like we're talking about love again. But we also have the 4 of Pentacles, the Star, and the Emperor. And then crossing that is the Hierophant. Someone is very, very much stuck in some sort of traditionalist values. What I want to say is their dream is to have a typical relationship or something that is socially acceptable. And it seems like they're not backing down from that. And we have 2 more cards here that have fallen out face down. We have Temperance and Strength. Again, this just feels very not contradictory, but it's maybe it is a little contradictory. Again, we could have 2 sides to an equation. Okay, one being the masculine, represented by the Emperor, the other being the feminine, represented by these 2 cards here, Temperance and Strength. And I think, or now this doesn't have to be love. This could be anything. This really could be anything. Although love tends to come out most often out of all, because technically that's really what we need to be talking about. That's really what we need to be learning about, the art of being in love with someone, or being in love with yourself, falling in love with yourself, or falling in love with someone else, and being able to work with that, because love created everything. Love is the glue that keeps everything together. Love is the force that brings you to life and sustains your life, right? Obviously, if you want to get down into the technicalities, sure, you have to feed your physical body, you have to nurture yourself, you have to take care of yourself, blah 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 blah. But all of that stems from love. Okay, so on this side of the equation here, I think someone just needs to be strong and remain patient, because I do feel like something is coming together for you. On this side of the equation here, I really don't know what's going on. You have the Emperor, the Star, the Four of Pentacles, but then the Hierophant. And I can't tell, because now the Hierophant came out with this, but it came out crossing the situation. So I feel like maybe there are some tough lessons to learn for this person on this side of the equation here. This could be an energy in which someone is really learning to step up. I think that did come up yesterday in Morning Coffee. Maybe not yesterday, but maybe the day before. It was the day that it was the King of Cups reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed, I believe it was, but then to the Emperor. I feel like somebody is maybe learning some very tough lessons in stepping into their true masculine or divine masculine or emperor power. And this could very well be you. What just came through here is this could be a situation in which you find yourself more on the feminine side of things, but you're learning to heal and integrate your divine masculine energy, and then thus you have temperance with strength. Okay, Ace of Cups is definitely speaking to self-love, filling this cup of love, a cup of emotional value for yourself, keeping yourself full of love and compassion and unconditional love, especially that love that's being flowed towards us by the divine, the universe, at all times. Underneath the Ace of Cups, you do have the Queen of Wands, and underneath that you have the Four of Wands. Okay, and then you have the Eight of Cups. I feel like someone is walking away from a certain situation, especially if you have a divine counterpart or an individual that you've been aligning with who's stuck in this energy. Okay, the Emperor, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like someone is very rooted in a certain dream or in a certain aspect of their life, and really has no intentions of letting it go. And it could very well be that because of the public opinion, societal values, societal norms, that could be what's really hindering this situation. But if you find yourself on this side here with temperance and strength, what I feel like is happening here for you is that you are remaining in your alignment. You're loving yourself enough. You have enough of a good foundation within yourself to say, you know what, if this isn't going to come to completion, then I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to turn around and walk away. Because I have enough of a foundation within myself, Four of Wands. I don't really need you, or I don't really need this. Maybe I want it, Queen of Wands. Maybe this at one point felt like it was in alignment with me. But now the physical circumstances may be showing me otherwise. And yet, here we have this Page of Swords here. Okay, Page of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles, to the Seven of Cups. There is a sense of trying to figure something out. Seeking information, maybe even seeking guidance in order to clear up some sort of confusion. I just feel like if you're in this Queen of Wands energy, you're really quite satisfied here. Nine of Cups. And so because of that satisfaction, you don't really need anyone to fulfill you. And that's a really good place to be. That is a very good place to be. All right. So, okay, with that said, let's go a little further with this. Where are we? I think I want to get another shuffle with this deck. Let's go a little deeper into the story here. So let's start with the Emperor, the Star, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. I can't help but want to be optimistic with this side of the situation. Because there's another part of me that kind of wants to say, maybe this person really does want this relationship. And maybe the circumstance is hinging on the fact that, you know, there would need to be marriage involved or some form of strong commitment, because also the Emperor is all about commitment. Okay? The Emperor commits. The Emperor makes a decision and then moves forward with it. Doesn't back down, doesn't give up in terms of trying to preserve the family unit. But see, maybe this is, again, maybe this is just me being really optimistic, because also that could lend to the fact that someone is very rooted in their reality, or very rooted in this sense of commitment that they've already made prior to knowing you. Okay, let's go a little deeper into the story. Spirit, what can you give us? What else can we say about this Emperor, the Star, Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant here? There's that Three of Cups again. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Uh-oh! Oh boy! Take these. All right. Well, we have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck now. This is upright. Okay. So is this. Take these upright, they're saying. Okay. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Okay, so first of all, what I want to say is now we have the Empress to the Emperor. And this could be why someone is hesitating or why someone is freaking out. You have that with the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups. Okay, and the three, and as you guys know, if you've been following along with Morning Coffee, I want to say over the last 2.5 to 3 weeks now. Good Lord. And it's funny, I really laugh at that, because at one point I said to myself, I think it was this week, I was like, maybe I should take a break with Morning Coffee for maybe a few days to let the energies refresh, because we keep having this one conversation, this one situation keeps coming up, right? And it's been doing so for weeks now. And I kind of got to the point where it's like, oh my God, I am so bored of talking about this. Can we please talk about something else? But anyway, I'm just going to keep going. But the whole time that we've been talking about this situation, the Three of Cups has been talking about a very good bond, something that is extremely amicable. Like, there might be love here, there might be a lot of passion and deep desire and deep feelings, but above all else, this is a situation in which y'all just really get along very, very well. But then also, let's talk about the flip side of the coin. And I guess I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here, because I just tried to tap into this flip side of the coin to describe it, and my intuition pulled me back. So what I was going to say was that with this Ten of Cups and this Three of Cups, the Three of Cups can be a hive mind type of energy. A group of people that are of the same mindset, that can be pretty toxic. But then you also have this with the Ten of Cups, which also talks about the people around you and your family. And so there could be a heavy influence on either one of you in terms of what other people think, or maybe not necessarily what other people think, but more so along the lines of taking into consideration the feelings and the wishes and the desires of others. Very much being a provider type of energy, the Emperor, to a group of people that have already been established. And then this Empress comes in and kind of changes the game on them. Now, I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate here, because I feel very strongly that there is a bond between the Emperor and the Empress right now that is very strong and undeniable. And I feel like the Hierophant energies are getting in the way. But let me continue. So there was something, I did a little bit of a pre-shuffle this morning, but I didn't record it. And that pre-shuffle has come back out. You have the the Eight of Wands, good Lord, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords. And then with that pre-shuffle, at the bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. And I feel like this is talking about this Empress energy here, because she feels and knows exactly what's going on with this Queen of Cups energy. I know we were talking about the Queen of Cups before, and how in a previous situation, this represented an individual that was very manipulative and narcissistic, and emotionally manipulative and emotionally unbalanced. But also the Queen of Cups can represent someone that is very emotionally imbalanced, very aware of their emotions, very much aware of what's going on within their emotional reality, because she is so focused on her emotions. But she's also psychic, extremely intuitive. The only other individual that would rival her in psychic ability would be the High Priestess, but the High Priestess is major arcana, so that's a whole different level to begin with. This is minor arcana. The Queen of Cups is in the minor arcana. And I think you just need to move forward with this situation. Continue moving forward, because you have a lot of fears going on in your head, and it's not necessary to think that way, says Spirit. Now you have a whole other stack that has fallen out here too. You have the Knight of Wands, the World, the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like what's happening here is, yes, there is a situation that's coming to completion, the World. But you're feeling a little stuck and stagnant, even though you have this passionate energy and you have this soulmate connection. Something that's really, and maybe this isn't necessarily a soulmate, maybe this is a creative project. No matter what it is for you, I feel like it is something that has stirred up your creative juices, that has stirred you, got you all excited again, has activated your sense of wonder and excitement, has something that really resonates with, vibes with, or connects with your inner child type energies. And there's a new start that wants to happen. There's an offer that wants to be made. And if it's not an offer, then this is you coming into a new sense of awareness, a new stage within reality, and you're trying to find your footing. And this could be why this is making this Empress kind of freak out, but it also could make the Emperor freak out too. Okay? Now, on the other side of this, remember that I said in the beginning of the reading that this could also be you vibing with, or healing, or connecting with, or coming into a sense of union with your masculine and feminine energies, represented by the Emperor and the Empress here. Okay, so now let's look at this side of the equation then. We have Temperance with Strength. What else can we say about this, Spirit? Temperance and Strength, please, Spirit. Two of these. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. So this is talking about your alignment. Okay. Yeah. All right. You have the Sun with the Two of Swords here. And what I want to say is, I think you're blind. I want to say you're blinding yourself to something. The sun is shining straight in your face, is trying to illuminate something, or the sun is shining for you and you almost don't want to believe it because of a sense of feelings of lack. This could either be you, maybe the feminine, the Empress in this situation, or maybe it's the Emperor, the masculine in this situation, or maybe it's both of you. And if this is you integrating your masculine with your feminine, or your feminine with your masculine, either way, I feel like there's a sense of not feeling good enough. And if that's the case, what just came through is that really mostly feels like it's coming from the masculine side of the equation. Whether that's your inner masculine energies, or it's a masculine individual that you are aligning with right now. But you have, with that, you have the Five of Wands, you have Justice, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Ten of Wands. And I feel like there is an energy here of you needing to lay down the burdens, you needing to lay down the internal conflict, stop the bickering in yourself, within yourself, see something clearly for what it truly is, because there's justice being served here for you. Or maybe there is a sense of justice that needs to be served here, and you're going back and forth on a situation, and you're carrying all these burdens, and you need to just say, look, let's call a spade a spade. Let's see this for what it really truly is, and put down the burden. Stop carrying the weight of this situation so that we can allow justice to really take hold. You have the Queen of Wands to the Ace of Cups, back to the Page of Swords, and back to the Eight of Cups, back to the Four of Wands, again, at the bottom of the deck. I want to get another shuffle because I want to talk about justice. But maybe let's... What do we want to do? And then, okay, so I'm going to get one more pull to talk about justice, and then we're going to go into the clarifier. Okay, so, but first of all, what I want to say at this point is to remain in your alignment and stay in this Ace of Cups unconditional love for yourself, this abundant energy for yourself. Don't let the physical outcome dictate your alignment. Don't let the physical don't be so focused on the physical outcome. I want to say clear space in your life. Yeah. King of Swords, Ten of Wands. Clear space in your life so that justice can be served. Okay, but let's get one. I just want one more pull, please, Spirit. Can you tell us about justice? What is it that we need to know about justice? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Oh, there's something you got to walk away from here. All right, now we're going to get into the clarifier. The Eight of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely something that you need to walk away from or let go of. And remember, when the Eight of Cups came out the first time, or when it showed itself the first time, I was saying, look, we've been trying this, we've been doing this, but if it's really just not going to come together, then I'm just going to walk. And I'm gonna stay in my alignment, Queen of Wands, and I'm gonna walk because I know what my value is. Queen of Pentacles. To the High Priestess now at the bottom of the deck, to the Two of Wands. Trust your intuition here. There's a decision that you have to make moving forward. And I think that because underneath the Two of Wands was the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like there is an energy of choosing whether or not you want to continue moving forward with this, whether you want to continue investing in something or putting in work or taking the time to manifest something. Now, let's getting a little bit contradictory again, because the other thing about this could be, because my attention is being drawn to the Sun with the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So someone is blinding themselves to some truth or some reality, something that really is meant for them, something that really is good for them. Maybe a divine counterpart situation where you two just really line up with each other very, very well. Someone could be denying themselves the truth or the reality of that because of a sense of lack of self-worth. So then in comes the Queen of Pentacles saying, no, remember your worth. Remember that you are worthy of receiving whatever it is you desire. And the High Priestess is here saying to you, don't focus on the reality. Don't worry about what you can't see right now. Don't worry about what you don't understand or what you don't perceive as really coming together, because the universe is working on your behalf to bring you whatever it is you want. You have got to remain in that Queen of Wands energy of staying in your alignment and doing what it is you know is right for you, aligning with what you know it is right for you, okay? we're going to go into a bit of clarifiers. I'm going to start a new file, so hold on just a second. Hello. Okay, so as I was picking up the clarifier deck, or at least the deck that I'm going to use to clarify, the Ten of Swords is at the bottom, and it was trying to come out. Underneath the Ten of Swords is the Five of Swords. I haven't shuffled this yet. And then we have the Emperor. And the Fool. Okay, I'm going to stop there, because I do want to get some clarification here. But there is an energy of, and this could actually, to be honest with you guys, this could be directed right at this Hierophant energy here. This status quo, or what someone believes in, or a point of view that needs to be changed, especially with the Hanged Man that's down here too. Someone needs to put some sort of fight to an end. Oh look, the deck's reversed now. Someone needs to put some sort of fight to an end, and stop giving into something that they know is not serving them. Stop fighting for something that they know is no longer serving them. Five of Swords. 5 shuffles. So that was 1, this is 2. And we have so much of a story on the table right now. I really just kind of want to get a closing message from the tarot here. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. All right. So, closing message, please, Spirit, from the tarot. Any advice that you have for us, any last messages, any last words, last things you want us to hear in terms of this situation, in terms of this relationship, in terms of this alignment or this healing. That's all we need, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like big things are changing. Big things are changing. And that's why you might be dealing with such roadblocks. You might be dealing with so many struggles. But look, the Sun has come back out. Also with the 4 of Pentacles again. With the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. At this point, what I feel like the 4 of Pentacles is saying here is stand your ground. The Sun, 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. What this, the story that this is telling me right here, right now, is that the sun is shining. You are illuminated. This situation is really great. Stay rooted here. Stay rooted in your beliefs. Stay rooted in what you know is right. Remain independent. Continue to follow your heart. Wheel of Fortune to the 10 of Pentacles. You might want to stay single right now. Okay, fine. They said just get one more shuffle. Okay. But I'm going to be honest, it's this 4 of Pentacles energy that's really confusing me, because 4 of Pentacles is normally hoarding energy, miserly energy, holding on to something for dear life, not letting go, potentially needing to let go, keeping your finances in check. This also can represent lack mentality in the sense of your finances, like not spending money for fear that you're never going to get it back or something like that, having a negative relationship with money. But also the 4 of Pentacles can just be like holding your foundation, holding your own, standing your ground, not backing down, not uprooting yourself. And so it's kind of confusing me here, because it's almost as if I'm getting mixed messages. One side of the equation needs to stand their ground. The other side of their equation needs to let go of something, walk away from something. One last shuffle, please, Spirit, just to help us understand. Or one last pull, I'll say. Yeah, one last pull. I heard stand your ground again. There's the Empress. And the 2 of Cups. All right. Don't give up on this situation. I just heard, don't give up on this situation. Don't walk away. You are the Empress here. And he is your Emperor. But, I think the big caveat here is that the Empress needs to stand her ground and know who she is, and keep that in mind. Remember who you are. Do not back down. Do not back down from this point of view, from being the Empress. Remain the Empress at all times, regardless as to whether or not the Emperor is by your side or he isn't. Because by you continuing to remain in your Empress energy, and even your psychic awareness, the Emperor is going to come right to you in divine right time. So, if you remember now, when I was getting ready to pull the clarifier with this deck, we had the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords to the Emperor, right? So I feel like it's this Emperor energy that really leads to let go of some sort of fight he's been dealing with, something that he's been fighting for, but something that isn't necessarily fighting for him in return. Whereas this Empress would absolutely be the individual that would fight for him instead of just fighting for the status quo. But to be honest, guys, that's going to be a challenge, because the Emperor, again, the Emperor is all about commitment. And if this individual has committed to something fairly strongly in the past, I feel like they may be fighting letting go of that commitment, especially since there was an energy of someone moving from the King of Cups energy into the Emperor energy, like really upgrading, changing a whole new perspective, coming into a whole new divine alignment. And if that's the case, then maybe what this person is dealing with right now is a sense of letting go of some sort of commitment in order to honor another. But because the Emperor is so strongly focused in a sense of commitment, that could be a real struggle for someone right now, because they're coming into this greater sense of awareness, this greater sense of masculine energy and or commitment, and now they're facing the reality of having to let go of something else. 10 of Swords with the 5 of Swords, regardless of how destructive it may be for themselves, they are facing the fact that they have to let go of that in order to honor something new, something much more beneficial and better for them. So this could really be a moral struggle for this person that's in the Emperor energy. And quite frankly, that could be you. Because if you are getting into alignment, like say you're the feminine here, or you're mostly more femininely oriented, or you have been up until this point, and now you're getting into a space of integrating with your masculine energy, there could be a sense, of a total inner battle in terms of, well, what do I stay committed to and what do I let go of? Because the Empress energy has a different perspective. The Empress energy is all about unconditional love. And yes, she can be fairly enabling, sure, but if this is a balanced energy, she knows where her priorities lie in terms of what is going to continue to perpetuate life and what's going to continue to perpetuate unconditional love. And the Emperor or masculine side of you may have a different point of view there. And so you're struggling to find the balance. 2 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck of this clarifier. This is counterparts. This is masculine and feminine energy coming together. You have the 9 of Wands. Oh, wow. 2 of Cups to the 9 of Wands, to the Tower, to the Lovers, to the 10 of Swords. Oh boy, you guys. Oh boy, you guys. You know, I just heard there's a deep commitment here. And if you just allow yourself to persevere through this, I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. Either between you and this person, if you're aligning with another person, and that could be either you guys come together or the situation falls apart. It really could go either way. I mean, keep in mind, this is a general reading, all right? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Or this could be within you. Some sort of physical structure, belief system breaks down. But ultimately, the Lovers here is speaking to you or somebody needing to make a decision that is in alignment with them, not what everyone else necessarily wants for you or even wants for themselves, but what do you want for yourself? 10 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. This is the community surrounding you or someone else, the potential partner or something like that. So what's the closing message here? Stand your ground, don't give up, remain in your alignment. Stay true to what you believe in. And I know that's going to sound contradictory, and I feel like there are some people that are going to take that, maybe it's even this Emperor or masculine side of the equation that's going to take that and say, okay, well, I should just stay committed to what I've been committed to. And I heard yes, if that's necessary. But is it really necessary, though? Because you do have this hive mind element to the situation. You do have this collective consciousness that is almost, I want to say beating you down, or maybe you're beating around I heard beating around the bush. Someone is beating around the bush in terms of some sort of collective mindset. I think you need to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want? Break free of the chains, break free of the conformity, break free of the confinement. But see that, and then, okay, so if this is a situation in which you have a masculine individual and a feminine individual kind of like aligning with each other, this is exactly why this Empress energy is kind of freaking out over here. And it's kind of looking at this situation like, damn, should I just like, Ten of Wands, King of Swords, Eight of Cups, should I just like cut my losses and walk away? Well, to that, we are going to now go to the angel answers and see what the angels have to say about that. 3 shuffles. 1. To that point. 2. And 3. I really want to tell the Empress energy to stay who she or he is. Do not back down from your ideals. Do not back down from your goals, your ambitions. Honor yourself in all ways, shapes, and forms. Because that's what really makes you the Empress energy. You are unconditionally loving. So you can be unconditionally loving of other people. Why can't you be unconditionally loving and accepting of yourself? And if there's an element to you that this Emperor does not like or is choosing not to align with, then sorry, that's his problem. You are not meant to be anything or anyone else other than who you truly are. So let's get an answer here from the angels in terms of your situation. Oh shoot, well this one. And you know what? It's funny because when I asked, should I just cut my losses and walk away here? I heard yes. And there's a card that has flipped out that was turned upright in the deck, and I guess I didn't realize it, but look, there's something better. Stay in your Empress energy. Let's get a little bit more, please. At the bottom of the deck, you do have ask for help from others. So this is kind of an energy of saying, ask your friends. Let your friends help you. You know that card from the Romance Angels, let your friends help you? Aha. Aha. Okay, so the first card you had was there's something better, right? And then you have opportunity, perfect timing, big happy changes. And quite frankly, in some cases I do feel like some of you need to walk away. But you need to walk away. You need to not walk away from your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. You need to not walk away from aligned you with or put you in this sense of the Empress energy. I feel like in some cases there may be someone that's trying to get you to change to fit them, the Emperor. Conformity. As either is trying to get you to do so or wants you to do so in order for them to feel comfortable aligning with you. But that's not how it's going to work. It does not work this way. The Empress does not change herself to fit others, to conform towards others' needs or wishes. The Empress doesn't need to. The Empress is self-sufficient. The Empress is a life giver. And while, yes, she may desire her counterpart in the masculine to be there for her or be there with her, in no way does she need it. So that the strongest message that's coming through here for you guys is remain in your Empress energy. Do not back down from who you know you are. Especially in the face of this guy, the fucking Hierophant. No, like, this is one of those moments where I'm going to say, fuck you, Hierophant. Who the fuck do you think you are? Telling me who I can or cannot be? You can get all the way out. Because I've had it with your bullshit. Especially, don't let the fucking Hierophant step up to the Empress, come in here saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. Bitch, don't you know I'm unconditional love? And you are not the Hierophant. You are conformity. You are extremism. You are indoctrination. You are rules and regulations. And in some cases, yes, you may be relevant, you may be needed, but not here and not now. Don't you come up in my realm telling me who to be. See, now the Queen of Swords is coming out of the Empress. Don't you dare. Get the fuck out of here. So that's, okay, so good. So here we go. This is really why the Empress might be freaking out and being like, maybe I should just like cut my losses and walk away from this situation. Because I'm not trying to come in here to change nobody. I ain't trying to have nobody change me. Why would I want to do that to you? So if you're really so stuck and rooted in your ways, that's fine. I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to love you unconditionally, but I'm going to go in my own direction. Because I don't need this. And I definitely don't need you. I want you. I love you. But I don't need you. The fuck you think this is? Who the hell do you think you're actually talking to right now? So this could be an individual that's so rooted in some sort of masculine energy. Maybe this is the twisted or conformed version of the divine masculine, of the Emperor here. Because they're so rooted in their ways that they're just like, oh, I can't give up on this. Okay. And quite frankly, with the Empress here, you know what she's saying? Ain't nobody asking you to give up on nothing. I'm just as much of a parent, a provider as you are. I just do it from the feminine side. And if you have a relationship, or if you have an element to your life that needs to be accepted and integrated, baby, you know I'm here for that. Don't you remember? I'm unconditional love. So I'll accept anything. I'll love all parts of your life. I'll love all parts of you. One last shuffle. They're saying from the Romance Angels. Okay. Man, this is a long one. This one's almost going to be an hour long. Holy shit. All right. I just keep hearing conformist. Conformist ideals, conformist roles, conformist values. That's not what the Empress stands for. The Empress is not conformity. She's unconditional love and acceptance, which is where she can get into her enabling aspect, because she's just like, she just wants you to live, be free, and be happy. So she's going to give you anything that you want, without a second thought, without even batting an eye, without even like asking a question. You want what? Okay, there you go. Love you. One last shuffle. Okay, two last shuffles. Last one, here we go. Closing message, please, Spirit, to close out this reading in terms of this relationship. Now, this really could be a situation that you are, a conversation or a battle that you're having within yourself in terms of trying to integrate your masculine with your feminine. You have trust, and then you have deception. Damn, this is such a contradictory situation. And then you have you deserve love. At the bottom of the deck is honeymoon. So you may want to okay. Someone may be thinking that there's deception involved here. But I don't think it's as deceptive as you think. Trust, and then you have deception. Like you couldn't have two more opposite cards, right? Sorry, the sun is beating through the window. But you have trust and you have deception. And I'm gonna be honest, what I'm getting with this is that this situation isn't as deceptive as you think. You deserve love. You are lovable. Maybe you need to trust your intuition here and see through some sort of deception. I think the deception may be in terms of the fact that you or someone feels like, yeah, Five of Pentacles. This could be what, Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Sun. This could be what someone is blinding themselves to. Not wanting to accept the reality of, because you feel like you're not lovable or you don't deserve to be loved or something like that. Maybe this is on the masculine side. It could also be on the feminine side too, but yeah, you need to trust. You just need to trust your intuition. You need to trust the angels. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And you're thinking there's some deceptive energy. You think someone's wearing a mask. You can't quite see what's really going on beneath the surface. Especially if this is in terms of you aligning with someone new or someone else, the Emperor to your Empress. But you need to trust the situation, not give in to deception, because you do deserve love. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee, for our weekend edition tomorrow morning. Yeah? Take care. Bye.